and welcome back to Financial Minds Meet the Experts. I'm your host, Jaime Agostino. In case you're new to listening to our show, this is where we're joined by financial industry experts to talk about topics, trends, and themes that credit union professionals need to know about. I'm excited to welcome Chris Woods from TruMark Financial Credit Union to the podcast today to talk about financial literacy programs. Welcome, Chris. I know how passionate you are about financial literacy, but before we get started, would you mind telling our listeners just a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jaime. As Jaime said, my name is Chris Woods. I've been involved with credit unions for 34 years or so, and financial education has been a part of what I've been doing for all of that time, regardless of which credit union I've been with or my position. It's always something that's been very important to me, and I am so excited to talk a little about it today.
Wonderful. Well, I'm excited to hear it. So let's get started. So I know the employees, from TruMark, they visit some of the local high schools regularly to provide, financial expertise. Why is that so important to TruMark?
That's a great question. And the response is there is a very real need for financial education prior to these young adults moving out on their own. Some are going to move away to college or university. Some will go to trade schools, and some will launch into work immediately after high school. If they haven't been taught the basics like budgeting, saving, and wisely using credit, they can easily find themselves in over their heads. We'd like to reach them before they get into financial difficulties and help them along the path to financial well-being. We'd like to provide them with the knowledge they need before they come to the credit union struggling with high debt, loan defaults, or repossessions or bankruptcies. We're here to help either way, but it's much better for the individual if we can help them avoid the pitfalls of poor money management early on. If the students have the tools and resources needed to build a strong financial future, they will succeed. Teaching students the importance of saving and delayed gratification while they're young often prevents them from making bad financial decisions and having credit issues later on in life. Learning how to budget is a key component of managing money responsibly.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a high school student, and it's just interesting to me that it's not part of the standard curriculum. Now I'm dating myself, but when I was in school, it was part of the standard curriculum, and now it's an elective course. It's called Adulting 101, which just kind of makes me chuckle, and that's where the budgeting and all of that comes in. So you guys are doing some great things there at the high school. So thank you for doing that.
It's our pleasure, truly.
So, the credit union, I think you also have a financial blog, and it includes, financial articles and videos. What is TruMark's goal for doing this?
Well, the thing is, it's not just high school students that actually need a little bit of help. And the example that I always use is that I'm not a home repair expert. So I go out and I use resources. These are simply resources for financial topics, and it's important to have it there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I'm also hearing a lot more need for like senior financial literacy assistance, especially, once they get into their retirement years and, you're back to the budgeting, you're living paycheck to paycheck with your income that you're getting. And so, it can be challenging. So having those resources can be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
What other kinds of opportunities, do you offer through your financial literacy programs?
Okay, well, in addition to the high schools, our TruMark financial team members bring financial education to adult community members, as we just discussed, and then also to students in colleges and universities. Subject matter experts can provide information either in person or more and more virtually. Team members recently completed a summer program in conjunction with the Philadelphia Youth Network and Temple University. And as this group students were from 12 to 15 years old, we really were reaching them at an age where they had questions and were prepared to learn. And the credit union also offers the Zogo app, which is available via desktop or mobile device. That's a gamified app to make learning financial concepts interesting. The app provides lessons in bite-sized modules. Each module only takes about 5 minutes to complete, but it adds to the user's financial knowledge base.
Okay. Do you have any advice for credit unions who might be interested in starting their own financial literacy programs at their institutions?
Absolutely. The first thing I'd like to say is just do it. Cultivate relationships with the teachers and the administration at your local schools. They know there's a need for financial education, and they often have neither the time nor the expertise to offer it. Create several basic courses for teaching. Saving, credit, and budgeting are really good ones to start with. Make it fun and interactive for the kids. They spend a lot of time in classrooms, so make this a little different. Something as simple as candy bars as a reward for responding, or dividing them into teams for a friendly competition of responding to questions after you've presented the material. And of course, reality fairs are always a great way to engage the students while delivering necessary information in a highly efficient manner. They really are the best bang for the buck. And don't forget about the adults in your community who might need a little help with the same subjects. Partner with local nonprofits to offer financial education. You really will be making a difference.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners today about financial literacy?
Absolutely. Financial knowledge is needed. And I've been saying this for years, for decades. As credit unions, we know how important this is, not only for people's financial well-being, but for their overall well-being. So start where you're most comfortable. Don't give up. Credit unions have a long history of teaching people how to save and to use credit wisely. We are all a part of that tradition, and it's one of the things that sets us apart from other financial institutions. We are different.
Yeah, that is what makes credit unions unique. So, in light of what Chris just shared with us, you know what? Just start it. If you don't have a financial literacy
Yes.
program today, just get started. So thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. And this episode is brought to you by Viso Financial's 2023 Financial Conference. Viso Financial is preparing to bring some of the finest financial education around, presented by industry experts at our 2023 Financial Conference. We would like to formally invite you to attend our biggest financial event of the year on September 13th through the 15th at the Omni Grove Park Inn. It's this exquisite hotel nestled in the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina. It's absolutely beautiful. And during the event, we'll have several expert speakers. We'll have some from Truist, Raymond James, NAFQ, and so many more. And they're going to present topics like investments, interest rate strategies, updates on the economy, CECL regulations, and so much more. We'll also be gathering together for some delicious meals, networking, just time to catch up with one another. Oh, and did I mention luxury spa and golf activities? We have that in the schedule too. So we want to make sure that all of our guests have a wonderful time, packed full with fun and education. So register today on the Viso Financial website at www.vfccu.org. As always, thanks for listening.